In fact, I'm going to kill the heat on the griddle and just let them set up. Welcome back to BonAppekit, where we make all of your dreams in the kitchen come true. I don't know if you've ever had breakfast for dinner, but today we're going to be making breakfast for dessert. In other words, I'm going to be putting a sweet twist on a Southern classic breakfast staple known as Johnny Cakes, or in the South more colloquially as HOE Cakes, because it was a field food that you could eat on the farm while you're in the field, cooking it on your farming implement, and that's where it got the HOE cake name. True, they're also known as shovel cakes. This recipe is hot, fast, cheap, and easy, so let's dive in to what we're going to need. This recipe calls for buttermilk, cornmeal, all-purpose flour, 1 egg, a little bit of sugar, necessarily some butter, and our secret ingredient. Hey Carrie, how many potatoes does it take to make a pancake?
No.
I don't know either, but it's a whole latka. I'm really excited about this one. I love pancakes and I haven't had HOE cakes in a very long time. This recipe starts with our dry ingredients. That is 1 whole cup of cornmeal. This is 1 whole cup of all-purpose flour. This is 1 whole cup of self-rising flour. If you have all-purpose flour, just add a pinch of salt and maybe half a teaspoon of baking powder to this. And I'm going to add our brown sugar right here. And simply give that a whisk. The whiskening, you'll notice I'm not rotating the bowl this time. Comment below if you eat breakfast. It's valid, some people don't eat breakfast. Chat in with where you're from. We're going to make a well in our dry goods. Drop 1 egg. And then pour in 2 cups of buttermilk. I got a really funny buttermilk story from when I was a kid. I'll have to tell you later. And give those a nice stirring in. See, stirring in. That's when you say stirring with a southern accent. Stirring in. Okay, long story short, my grandma had a garden. She made her own pickles, but I did not know she was also pickling her own peppers. So me, 6 years old, I'm there with my mom. I say, hey, ladies, I would like a pickle. They say, you're a big boy, go to the fridge and help yourself to a pickle. So I go to the fridge, I grab a jar of pickles. It says pickles on the jar. And I open it and I pull something out that was not a pickle. I believe it was either a pepperoncini or an actual jalapeno. And I just took a big bite out of it. And it lit me up because I had no tolerance for hot foods or capsicum oil or capsicum oleo resin, whatever we call it. And so I ran back to my ladies in a panic, said, Ma, Grandma, I'm burning up. What did I do? They run to the kitchen to investigate. Grandma says, oh, he got into my hot peppers. He thought it was a pickle. Oh, they start laughing. I'm in misery, crying my eyes out and snot running down my face. 6-year-old mess of a face, whole mess of a face. And my mom says, well, we need milk. We need milk to cut the heat. And they look in the fridge and there's no milk, but there was, guess what? Buttermilk. You might have already guessed this is where my story was going. And so they pour me a juice glass full of buttermilk. And I had never had straight buttermilk before, and it was almost worse than the pepper sensation I was experiencing. Oh, honey, we forgot our secret ingredient. Before I finish this up with the whisk, Carrie reminded me I forgot our secret ingredient, which is going to be about the same amount of honey as the brown sugar we put in. It should be about an 1/8 of a cup of each, I would say, for those keeping score at home. And I'm moving to the whisk to beat out some of these larger lumps. I see that we're having some lumps. You don't really want large lumps. And this is going to turn into a whisking montage, then I'm going to whisk it like I like it.
Whisk it good.
When you're making any kind of a baked good, whether it's cake batter, bread dough, or obviously hoe cake batter, it never hurts to let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes to make sure that that moisture really combines with your flour. So we're going to let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes before we pop them on this griddle.
Get you a stick of butter.
Yeah. Start with a stick of butter. And a stick of butter. Well, how you pour these out all depends on you. I think I'm gonna go for that size. See if I can't get 6 or 7 of them going on this griddle. Okay, that was a little early, maybe.
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's by the time you get to the other one.
So we got bubbles in the center. Oh no. In fact, I'm going to kill the heat on the griddle and just let them set up. Hey, Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
Where do pancakes rise?
I don't know.
In the yeast. Well, those took no time at all, didn't they? Okay, now we'll prepare the little plate with a stack. I'm going cake, butter, cake, butter, cake, butter,
Parquet.
cake, butter,
Parquet. Oh, yeah, butter.
butter.
Butter's better.
Okay. So you can tell your mom you ate your vegetables. Okay, we want like a super sexy slow drip. And then apply maple syrup to your level of comfort. You know, I could just dust this with powdered sugar. I don't think we're at my level of comfort here yet. Well, you know, you gotta have some syrup for the pancakes on the bottom of the stack.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Why am I even using a spoon? I knew this was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
My secret weapon. Cream it if you got it. There's only one step left. Get a little piece of fruit. Stack them cakes. Look at those fluffy, airy pockets filling up with that maple syrup and that melted butter. Oh, step 1, get mapley with it. Step 1, get syrupy with it. Wow. That's really good. These are really good. They've got a down-to-earth flavor and a very hearty texture because of that cornmeal. And the way we sweetened it up with the brown sugar, the honey, and the fresh fruit, this is very tantalizing. It's very delicate and very delicious. I recommend you try these on the pancake lover in your house. As always, this has been BonAppekit. Feel free to like, subscribe, share us around, leave any recipes you'd like to see us make in the comments below, and God bless. I'm going in.